Can He-Man survive the doors of doom?
No problem.
The problem is he might be drained by Skeletor, tangled by Squeeze, blown away by Blast Attack, frightened by Snakeface, or buzzed by BuzzSawHordak.
5 against 1, man. Like I said, no problem.
Skeletor, Blast Attack, Squeeze, BuzzSawHordak, and Snakeface figures sold separately. New from the Masters of the Universe.
Hey guys, TheEvilHorde here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Mattel Masters of the Universe Origins BuzzSawHordak. And as of the time of this video's recording, BuzzSawHordak here, I think he's my second favorite deluxe figure in this line thus far. Second to Mr. Battle Armor Skeletor, of course, which we will bring out for comparison a little bit later. And I say that now, but Skeletor hasn't come in yet, so we'll see what happens when that finally arrives. But, getting right into it, he of course comes with a mini-comic. This is a new mini-comic. Kinda a take on current events, to be honest with you. If you've read this comic, which most of you probably have by now, because this figure isn't exactly new. On the back, you could see other figures in the line. Is Skeletor back there? I think he is in the corner. Maybe not. Maybe not, but he is in this comic. And of course, you also get the pamphlet explaining how you can remove body parts, which I have done. These are actually the legs from my standard release Hordak. The infamous Hordak with the loosey-goosey boot. Which, good buddy T-Biz, shout out to T-Biz, is hooking me up with another basic Hordak, so I can hopefully fix that problem. But as far as this guy goes, his legs and boot connection is rock solid now. So maybe I just needed another BuzzSawHordak. I don't know. Either way, he is not loosey-goosey in the slightest. But as far as accessories go, that aren't on his person at the moment, comes with an alternate grip hand for whatever reason. I kind of wish he came with like the Horde staff, or I hope we get a Horde staff at least in this line. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of a throwback to 2000X. Yours truly is a big fan of 2000X. Would be nice to see some more 2000X love in this line. Really like a 2000X inspired Clapple or Whiplash, because I always thought their redesigns were really cool. And then he also comes with a kind of smiling face. This is the face he makes right after he shoots someone straight in the jaw with his buzzsaws, which he comes with 2 of those. One of which is kind of a direct homage to the original. This one here with the smaller blades. This one, it's a little bit more gear-shaped. It's more like spikes on a wheel as opposed to an actual saw blade. So that's kind of interesting. But if we want to showcase this gimmick properly, I'm going to take this crossbow out of his hand. He does not come with the bat shield. It would have been nice if he came with that maybe, but I think he comes with enough. He comes with the same crossbow that we're used to seeing. You press the little button on the top and it springs forward, nothing crazy. But how the gimmick works, you pop his head up, you flip this down, you load up one of the saws into his chest, like so, and the cape will kind of spring up in the back here. Now this is supposed to represent his armor, I believe, this kind of slab of black plastic back here that activates as the switch, or acts as the switch, I should say. And you're going to want to leave this chest panel down to actually get him to shoot the discs But if we bring in good old SheRa here, if we can get her to stand.
2 hours later.
Alrighty, now that we got the Princess of Pigeon Toes to finally stand the heck up, we're gonna try this again. Die, SheRa! Boom! Right in the kisser. That's what you get for having a horrible Netflix series. Speaking of which, those of you who don't like Revelation, I'm sure you will be very happy about this one. Because we have another Saw to try out. Let's see how this goes. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Die, Teela! And there you go. Teela's dead. Via buzzsaw to the face. Hope you're happy. Super fun figure, man. And I forgot to mention, you can actually take these little buzzsaws. I lost the other one. That went that away. But you could take the little buzzsaws and you can just kind of place them in there for storage. You don't have to lock them into place. So that is nice. But taking a closer look at Hordak, as you can see, he's got bigger eyes than the original releases, which I think looks a little better. And that carries over to his alternate head too. So I'm probably going to use this head on this figure and this head on the standard release when I get the parts to fix that. Again, shout out to T-Biz for those. But articulation on this guy, his head is on the double ball peg, standard for this line. His neck is a little long, but that's probably due to the fact that he's got the big hinge back here, and you need to be able to open up the chest. So, I mean, there is that. Normally, I'm not a fan of elongated necks, but in this case, it's kind of justifiable because I don't think the gimmick would work if it was same length as the standard release. So I'll let that slide. His shoulders go out to the side, back down, forward and back. And if I didn't mention it already, you can pop the arms out. Put him back in. He's got the little Horde band on his arm there, which you can slide off and put on other figures if you want. He does have a hinge in the elbow with a swivel, as well as a hinge in the wrist with a swivel. He's got a waist swivel, which again, these are the standard Hordak's legs. They're just a little bit tighter than this guy's were. Again, he had loose knees. I wonder if that's just the thing with the deluxes or if that's just been a case with all of mine. Very interesting. But the hips kick out to the side, back in, forward and back. He's got a single joint at the knee with a rotation, as well as a rotation at the boot. Again, nice and solid on this guy because I did some swapping of parts. He's got a hinge in the foot with a rocker and peg holes at the bottom of the feet for the stand he does not come with. It's a pretty cool figure. Putting this crossbow back. I already showcased how that worked in the other Hordak's review, so I don't need to do that here. But with that being said, let's take a look at some comparisons. First up, here's our new BuzzSawHordak next to the previously released Hordak from the Masters of the Universe Origins line. This guy clocked in at about the $15 price point. Came with that awesome bat shield, which I might wind up giving to this BuzzSawHordak because I am going to have an extra one. I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. And then, of course, this is a rare occasion for me at least, we have the Masters of the Universe Classics BuzzSawHordak. And as much as I love what the Horsemen did with this line, the articulation on that thing sucks, dude. Doesn't have anything for ankle rockers. But I will say the one thing that is pretty cool that they did with this figure that I kind of would have liked to have seen on this new one is the buzzsaw could actually be held in this figure's hand like a weapon. Of course, it's really hard to get in there now, but he could hold it almost like a glaive. And that's pretty cool. They didn't have to do that. we'll see, it's a little hard to close that too. But if you want a Classics Hordak and you don't have the budget to buy the standard release that comes with the Horde staff and the bat shield and whatnot, I don't think this guy's too pricey. So there is that. Up next here is next to the other two deluxe MOTUOrigins figures I took a look at this past week. We got Battle Armor Heman and Battle Armor Skeletor, utilizing the standard Skeletor's head sculpt to kind of match what's going on with my Battle Armor Heman. They're both yelling at each other because they're sick of each other's crap. That said, I'm probably going to use the kind of sadistic smirk head on this BuzzSawHordak here, so looking forward to doing that. Lastly, here he is next to our two regulars. We've got the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus and the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. I gotta say, BuzzSawHordak here looks like he'd be a nice addition to the Red and Black Club. Just saying. So with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and I think I'm going to stand by my previous statement that this is my second favorite deluxe figure in the Masters of the Universe Origins line thus far. First favorite, of course, is still held by Battle Armor Skeletor, at least until Mosquitor comes in and throws a wrench into the mix. We'll see who ranks where when that happens. But the reason this guy is second fiddle to Skeletor is because the design is relatively the same as the standard release, whereas Battle Armor Skeletor has a little bit more going on as far as a different design goes. That said, I think this guy has the best gimmick in the deluxe figures thus far because those buzzsaws shoot like a son of a gun and will probably take your eye out. So with that being said, I would highly recommend you pick this guy up. I think he's an awesome figure and worth being in your MOTUOrigins collection. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. Gotta show that algorithm who's boss, right? Also, don't forget to hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this figure, if you like it, want it, or hate it. But remember, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.